So I have great news, and it's actually not that the Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty is on Audible. Sure, that's great news. Let me tell you about the other great news. We'll get to that later. Amazon sends me something, and they say unto me, "Hey, we got this thing called AutoVoice, I think is what they call, and several of your books qualify for it." So what the hell's AutoVoice or auto narrator or something like that? And apparently, uh, robot reading voices have gotten so good, it's not a horribly botched job. And now Amazon says, well, you just click this button here, say you want this book, um, that is whatever in paperback and Kindle, but not Audible, and we'll turn it into an audiobook for you. So I say, well, a lot of my audience, they did want the Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty to turn an audio book, but the one guy wanted to read it. He was always too busy. Also, it wasn't that big of a bestseller, and it's not because, oh, we hate the black man. It's just, well, you're only 6% of the population. Do I say it? Okay. You would be able to hear it with your women yelling so loud anyway, so gotta say it. Yeah, god damn it. So for those reasons and other, I don't know the reason we'd have an Audible book for you. God, I will. Fine, I might pay the price, but I'll die with no regrets. Anyway, but no, more seriously, it's just like I couldn't find. There's one guy, and it wasn't worth the time because obviously very small market group. But so I said, well, I'll give it a shot. And I thought, like anything else in the world, this would require some pain assery, some bullshit. It wasn't going to work. Da, da, da. So I say, yeah, I'll do that one. Let's give it a shot. It says, okay, well, why don't you preview it? I'm like, already? And the technology is there. It just takes it from the text and it reads it. And I'm listening to it, and you got voices, and there's a black male voice, which is my buddy. I wanted him to read it. He's got kids or something. And I'm like, this ain't half bad. I mean, it's not as good as a real narrator reading it. I'll be honest, but I was listening like, this ain't half bad. And it's not that robotic. I don't know how they've done it, but there's cadence, there's inflection and tone. And so I listened to the first two chapters. I'm like, well, this is good enough for me. Let's see how it goes. And I hit approve. And normally Audible takes about, I don't know, one business week to get approved. I come back from running some errands 4 hours later. It's approved. And I'm like, wait, what? And so this is new technology. The sampling I did sounded pretty good to me. And I have a hard time believing it went off without a hitch. Like we didn't get away scot-free. There's always some fuckery. There's always some fuck up. There's always going to be something, some screw loose. Something is not going to work. But because it was too good. It was too good. It sounded good. The robot narrator voice didn't screw up. I was like, okay. And I just hit the button and you said, and now it's approved in 4 hours. I don't have to do the decibel checking. A lot of you don't know all the bullshit that goes behind getting an audiobook uploaded to Amazon or Audible. Well, you see, this is outside the band of decibels, and then you boost it. Oh, it's too loud now. And then you drop it down. It's too soft. Like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill everyone over there. So I'm used to this being a long and tortured process. This was the easiest. You can buy stuff on Amazon harder than this. This was so easy. And so now I'm thinking about doing all my other books, like the compendiums, the not real serious ones. It's just backing up my blog, those. But only if if this sounds good. For those of you out there who are waiting for audiobook, and you do listen to it, please let me know what it sounds like. I listened to it, sounded all right. But yeah, so it's available. I have it linked for those of you who are waiting for the Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. It's on Audible. Experimental technology. But yeah, let me know how it sounds, if there's any mistakes, I guess, because it was too good. It was too there were no I don't trust it. I don't It's like that girl in Wyoming who came up and started talking to me at a bar, and she was really nice. I'm like, what's the fuckery here? Sure enough, it was just so I'm just waiting for Amazon to drop the ball. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.